I'm going to show you a little bit from the book that I did while I was living in England. It's one of the books, and it's called Creative Machine Embroidery, a Practical Source Book. I developed it in about 1999, and it was published in 2000. Seems a long time ago now. But you can see by underneath the book, I've actually got a piece of embroidery. And the embroidery I did just to make for the front cover and the back cover, and made it to scale so that it wound around the book, the actual book. So it was designed for the book, and luckily they used it. The piece of embroidery never really went anywhere other than that. It was just really for the book. It was going to be maybe a panel one day, but it never was. So if I fold it over, it's about the size of a book, and then the practical nature of me made me think, well, maybe I'll make a panel one day. So all this method is free machining, and there's a number of different layers in here, and there's some applique, cut back applique, and a variety of techniques. So the back was never finished. That's the way the back of lots of machine embroideries looks. So you do need to finish them. It's not like a nice, neat quilt. Just show you a few pictures from the book. I was teaching at a variety of colleges, 4 different colleges in Great Britain, and I had a number of students. And I was teaching machine embroidery as well as art and design and a number of other things. This was done by Denise Harrison, who was a machine artist. Now, she turned to machine because she couldn't do hand embroidery anymore because she was starting to get arthritis in her hands. So, you hear all kinds of stories about why people do things. Now, here is a piece from that. This is actually a piece from Denise's. Maybe at the end, I'll pull it up a little bit closer so you can see the detail. So I was fortunate enough to purchase a piece from Denise. This is a piece of handmade paper, and so there's machine lace and stitching and painting, as there is on most things in the books, in the articles. A little bit of hand embroidery here. So that was on chapter 2. And here's another one, and this is by another one of my students. And Juanita did this really beautiful panel, and unfortunately you can't see it all in there, of a bird, a peacock, and we call it a quilt. Quite big, 69 by 92 centimeters. So there's a close-up of the peacock, rather beautiful, and some of the other things that she did. I traveled the country in the UK giving talks, and I was taking the articles with me, so I would show the articles and I'd show a slideshow as well. And so I think I'll just get up a little bit closer so you can see that. And I'm just going to autofocus it so it'll be a little blurry for a minute. You can see this a little bit closer. So that's free machining. Free machine embroidery, free running stitch. That's silk fabric on top of felt. So the whole piece was done like that. And this is a filling stitch. So here were some of her tryouts for the peacock feathers. So we do lots of samples to try to see what effect works the best when working a finished item. It's never you just get on it and stitch. Oh, there's two peacock feathers. So rather beautiful. So it's still lovely to feel these pieces of fabric, stitched fabrics. And although this isn't machine embroidery, this bag, no, it isn't machine embroidery, it's Penny Peters, and I can always date things where I've done them because I must have been traveling to the United States to teach at the time. I would go back and forth from the UK to the United States. I had actually started with 2 classes here and went back and forth for about 2 years. And so there's some more very beautiful people. Well, there actually were beautiful people who were very talented and who worked very hard to sort of portray stories and ideas in these books. Machine lace and also stitches on cords. I still have this piece. I don't have many of the pieces, but I have some. So here's the piece that I showed you at the very beginning. This was the fabric I started with on the outside edges. So I would put all these scenes together at the photographers, and they let me sort of organize it and arrange it. This one gentleman did a wonderful photography. So it took a number of days to do photography for a book like this. We did many photographs. He did many photographs. And so lucky to have a budget for photography in those days, because this was just when color photography was just about becoming really, they could almost afford it. Here's another little quilt that I made. And so it goes on like this. I'll just show you one of the pieces in here. Oh, there's a tree by Penny Butterworth. And there's a little Toby jug that I had, and I set him up with all the machine threads, because to me the machine threads are always so voluptuous. Okay, so there's a number of different things that, of course, you can make hundreds and hundreds of things